Today, I'm going to show you how to upload images to Imgur with Node.js and the process of using it as a free image CDN. Let's start. First of all, the Imgur node package is really easy to use. Although there are other great solutions that are still free, like imagekit.io or the data space by data, I would still recommend using something like Imgur as it's a great starting point for your personal and open source projects. I'd recommend using something like imagekit.io or Dataspace for your commercial side projects. Before we actually start coding, I'll quickly explain what we're trying to do. First, we upload our image to the server with the help of a form on the client side that sends a post request to the server. Once we save the image onto our server, we then use the Imgur npm package to upload it to Imgur, which returns us the uploaded image URL. Then we can safely delete the uploaded image from our server as we get the URL directly from Imgur. Now let's start coding. So yeah, I'm in a VS Code window right now. So let's just initialize our npm like node environment with npm init-y, and then let's just install our packages we need, which is basically Express. Obviously, that's the framework we're using. And Imgur for the file upload to Imgur, and yeah, and the third package is actually called express-file upload. So yeah, these are the three main packages we're going to be needing. We'll use fs, which is actually inbuilt in Express itself, so that won't be an issue. And yeah, we're actually using express-file upload for actually uploading our file to the server with the post requests, right? So we can also use something like Malter to actually validate a file upload, but since this is just a test case, I'm just using this simple package. So yeah, I'm just waiting for all of them to install. So yeah, all the files and packages installed. So let's just create an index.js and start coding. First of all, we initialize express with const express require express, and then I'll initialize Imgur with that, and then let's do the file upload. So I'll name it file and with the caps lock upload, and then yeah, this is basically all the initialization we need. And let's just set up everything. Const app equals express, and then app.use file upload and more stuff like the view engine. We're actually also going to be using EJS just for like the basic file uploads and stuff like that. So app.set view engine is VJS, and then we set the folder, which is views. I'll just remove the dots because it's annoying. And yeah, let's just create a folder called views, and also install EJS, I guess. So npm EJS. So yeah, like that installed. And yeah, also as we are dealing with like post requests and stuff like that, we also need to initialize the body parser as well to get the body. So I'm just gonna do app.use express.url encoded. Extended is actually should be false here. So, and after that we're going to do app.use express.json. That's not really needed, but I feel that's a good practice to get used to, right? So yeah, and let's just do a get request just to test whether everything's working. And then okay, this is annoying. And yeah, rest.send hi, and then we listen on port app.listen port 3000, and then we start off like the node server, and I'm using nodemon here so that it refreshes every time I save. And yeah, let's just open nodemon here, and if I refresh, it's working. So as you can see, like our basic server setup is done, and now let's focus on like the initial image upload thing. So I'm actually uploaded a REPL here. This is basically, you can copy the code from it just to like see how to upload an image. I'm using a CSS framework called Bulma. So what it basically does is we're using a form called we're just using like the enc type of multi-part / form data. That's the most important part of it, and then we're uploading it to /upload as a post request. So I think these three attributes are the most important for our form right there. And in the input we're also dealing with the type of file, and then we just named it as sample file just for the example here. And yeah, this is basically a label for it, and then we use the submit button to submit the post request. So yeah, I think it's pretty clear and simple to understand, right? So I'm just gonna copy all of this and then create a and then create a index.ejs file. So index.ejs, and then we paste all the code in. So yeah, like just as I said earlier, it has the action attribute /upload with the post, and this I feel is the most important part of the form attribute here. And then we have basic type of file here, and then we have a submit form. So yeah, pretty obvious. So let's just render the file here, rest.render index. Let's just put ejs for the safe, just to be safe. And if we refresh, voila, we have our image upload thing right over here. So now that we've rendered our index.js file at the base URL, we can now work on doing the /uploads file to get the file in our server and then upload it to Imgur later. So first of all, let's just do an app.post at /uploads, and then we do an arrow function or a normal function, but I'm just doing an arrow function right here with request response. And then we need to first verify if a file is actually uploaded. We do that with the object request.file. So if there's no object called request.files, or if the object is empty or the object property, we can basically send a status of that no files were uploaded. So we can basically use this block of code recommended by GitHub Copilot to check whether any file is uploaded. So this is basically a measure to make sure that actually files are uploaded to, or images that are uploaded to our server, so that we can later upload it to Imgur. So now that we've actually verified it, we can then declare our variables. So the first one is called sample file, which is basically request.files.sample file. So we're using the name sample file because we mentioned it here in the name of the input, right? So that's what we're doing. And then we'll set the path to it. So let upload path equals to __ directory name. It's basically the directory of the current server, and then we do /upload/ and then we put the sample file dot name. So this is the request.files.sample.name. So sample file dot name. And then we need to actually create another folder called uploads as well. I created it off screen, but it's basically an upload file. So now we've basically declared all the variables, and then we actually upload the post request data file to the uploads folder, so that we can later upload it to Imgur and then delete it. So for that, what we need to do is do sample file.mv, and then we put the upload path here, upload path, and then there's a callback for it, which function with the error. And then what we need to do is check for any errors. If there's any error, we just send a rest.status of 500 and then send the error. And yeah, so now that we've actually done this, it basically saves the image file into the uploads folder. So let's just check it out, I guess. So let's just reload this page, and then I'm gonna pick a file. So we have our trusty Ben here, and then if we upload, why can't it post /upload? Oh, okay, it's /upload, right? So it's just /upload. I use /. So let's just go back, refresh, and then pick the same photo and then upload. So we can see like the file actually getting uploaded to our uploads folder, right? So what we do is take this uploads folder, and we take the file, and then we upload it to Imgur, and then delete the file from the uploads folder so that we can save storage and get the link from Imgur. So now that that's done, what we can do is actually upload it to Imgur, which we're going to do right now. So the command we're going to use is called imgur.upload file with the file upload path. So it's basically upload path, and then we can do dot then. This is basically a promise, and then we can name our object. I'm just going to put it URL. Sorry, my bad. I suck at spellings. Object, and then this is basically an arrow function, so you can do this, and then here is where we're going to actually use a new package called fs. So as I mentioned earlier, you just need to do something called fs.unlink sync. This basically removes the upload path file, like the file right here after it gets uploaded to Imgur. So what we can basically do is remove the file, and then we'll get the link, right? So this line basically removes this file right here in uploads. As you can see, I saved it, so it reloaded and it deleted the file. So yeah, now let's just actually get the object, and we'll eventually get the link, right? So I'm just gonna do res.send URL object. Let's just first see what it actually gives. So let's go back and refresh, and then we'll pick our pen right here and then upload. We should probably get the object that Imgur shares with no error. So as you can see, there's no error, and then we get the link. So you can see the link right here, which you can use in your web app or something like that, for like some sort of like a gravatar for your own web page. As you can see, this is served by Imgur, and if you go back to our Imgur tutorial, there should be no file at the uploads folder. So yeah, that's basically everything. Now let's just make it better, I guess. So yeah, after a few minor errors, what I basically did is create another EJS file called uploaded, and yeah, like I just took the link parameter from the object and then served it with EJS right over here, and then I used the link attribute to actually get the link, right? So as you can see the picture right here that's getting served with the src of link, and then you can actually see the link. So you can basically do this and look at the link. As you can see, it gets it doesn't get uploaded by anyone, it's just anonymous. So that's pretty cool as well. So yeah, that's basically it. Now you can finally build cool stuff with Imgur. And while you're doing that, you can also binge watch this devlog playlist about my journey of building a startup. See you there.